Get low when the whistle go.
This is my Tomorrowland movie review starring George Clooney and Britt Robertson's directing. Directing is Brad Bird. I almost got that mixed up again. And this is a very original movie. Nothing is like this. It's actually based off an amusement park in Disneyland or Disney World. Who gives a shit which one or the other. Okay, guys, before I get started, there will be spoilers, so if I say anything and you guys are pulling the fire alarm saying spoiler when it's not necessary, you guys just like screaming spoiler. The boy who cried wolf, so if you're going to scream spoiler. But yeah, so this movie is pretty original, and the acting is pretty awesome. I like Britt Robertson's acting, and I like George Clooney's acting, and I thought it was pretty awesome how Britt Robertson can actually compete with George Clooney. And that's pretty awesome if you can compete with an iconic legend like that. And that shows with true acting ability if you can do that. And beside the acting, the story was amazing. I'm going to start with my problems first, which I normally don't do. I normally do my goods and bads. But, you know, you want to go down, then up. I'm going to leave on a happy note. So, my main problems were kind of slow, and the villain. I'm just trying to think about it for a second. The villain was shit. And the main problem was shit. I'm not going to hate on the movie, but come the F on. What the hell? Blowing up. Okay, if you guys been to Disneyland or Disney World, whatever the hell it is, you know the Epcot building? Look it up. The little ball thing. That's the main problem. There's a little Epcot thing, and you got to blow the F up. You're telling me images of the future, videos of the future, you're going to tell me you're going to believe a machine, and you're not going to do something about it, you're going to put your hands in your pants and do nothing about it? Fuck you. And I'm like, that's just fake. Like, the problem was not unreachable. It was like trying to reach for the remote when it's 2 feet in front of you. Get off your lazy ass and do something. That's how I felt about that. I was pretty pissed about that. The villain was weak. Nothing interesting. Like, it was kind of typical, but I was kind of shocked. But then I feel like, shoot him. There's no big threat there. I don't know what the problem is. No one stood up to this. No one's like, you know what, let's go terrorism over here and just go boom, blow up the little Epcot building. That kind of bothered me. Other than that, there's nothing wrong with this movie. The movie was on point with the acting. The movie was on point with the, plot details. Sure, there was a little choppiness and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, I forgot another bad thing. I thought it was a little pedophile-ish with George Clooney and the robot girl at the end of the movie. I thought that was a little freaky. A little freaky. In the comment section below, tell me if it's just me. Before she dies, her and George Clooney are just staring in each other's eyes. And I'm like, you guys are still in love? Ew. One's like 130. The other's like in preschool. Pedophile? Anyone? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't find that weird. I was like, anyone else find this freaky? No? It's just me. Okay. So that's how I felt. I wasn't like to the point where I wanted to scream. I'm just gonna enthusiasm into more reviews. And, yeah, there's nothing else wrong with this. Like I said, slow pacing, the villain, the problem, and the little pedophile stuff. Other than that, I like the story. It's original. Yeah, so you touch this pin, and it takes you to a new land, and I'm glad the trailers didn't tell you anything, because it was one of those movies, if you told a little bit more, you just got the whole movie in front of you. So that's why you didn't get a whole lot from the trailer. So I do recommend you watch this movie. If you like fantasy and stuff like that, it's a good movie. It is a good movie to watch with the family, with some friends. It's not a big eating popcorn movie. It has a lot of science into it, so it takes a lot of thought. Sometimes the conversations did lose me, but just roll with it. That's all I can say. Just roll with it. I'm like, what the hell is this going? What did that 9-year-old girl just say? But yeah, you find out she's a robot, so it makes it less spectacular. But you find out that she's a girl. She's just a robot. She's just a God knows how old robot. And a lot of people were saying, how can they build shit like this in the 60s? I'm like, take imagination. Turn off your brain for a minute. The whole movie is based on imagination. If I had enough editing abilities, there would have been a rainbow coming out of that, but that's not going to happen. Even if I had the editing ability, that's not going to happen. And there is some comedic humor in there. Sometimes it felt a little bit forced, and there's other times where I was actually laughing. You know the whole thing I was ranting about, the little pedophile moment. There was an actual funny moment where the girl and George Clooney, before she dies, she's like, you know why I never laughed at your jokes? And he was like, what? Why? Because you're not funny. And he was like, oh shit. Whatever. And I was laughing because it was so unexpected. Because in the beginning of the movie, you see a little flashback from the past. The baby George Clooney is like, I'm going to make you laugh. And she's like, just give up. Just give up. You're not going to make me laugh. Why? Do we really have to talk about this? Do we have to record this? And then she turned off the recording. So that was that. And apparently, over a good 60 years, 40, 50 years, I don't know. But whatever the time frame, it was because he wasn't funny. So I thought that was funny too, because she's moments between death. And he's like, wait, your final words were, you're not good. That wasn't funny? I thought that was pretty funny, because it was unexpected and stuff like that. There's other little fun humor in there, here and there, like when she was in the prison and she touched the pin and she was just walking and then she walked into the wall and then the prison guy was like this, let me get that, and then she's like, no! And I thought that was pretty funny. Anything else? Like, I'm gonna have to probably watch it a couple more times, but the movie is good. I did say a lot of negativity things. It's just because I have to get used to looking at flaws, and I guess I was looking at more flaws than anything, but there is still good, redeeming things about this movie. Is it perfect? Hell no, not even close. Is it good? Yes. I was really anticipating this movie. Did I live up to it? Not as much, but because I'm trying to explain this without trying to seem like I hate it, because my anticipation levels were like below, just a little bit below Avengers, and it was just like a couple knots down, because this is what a movie fan like me sometimes does. You over anticipate a movie, and then you come out leaving like, oh shit, that sucked. But whatever. But I didn't over anticipate this movie to the point where I was like, that movie was ass. Like, no. I just over anticipated by a little bit. So if I over anticipated a little bit more, I would be like, that movie sucked balls. But since I kept my anticipation levels within check, just enjoy the movie, turn off your brain for a little bit, and then just enjoy the movie. Because I hate when people are like, oh, that doesn't make sense because the theory of Newton, and I'm like, fuck you! Enjoy the movie. It's a movie. It's not here for a science course, dipshit. Because there was an actual person talking next to me, like, you know what? This makes no sense because I'm a science major. I'm like, shut the fuck up. And then they just kept on talking and talking, like, that's not even possible. I mean, it's a fucking fantasy movie. Look it up. That really pissed me off. They're like, it doesn't make sense. So, this is a terrible movie. People these days, like, what? What? It's a fantasy movie. There was a freaking rocket coming out of the Eiffel Tower, for crying out loud. Really? 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 That's all I gotta say. So overall, I give this movie a good 8.0. That's my grade for it. And if you guys are wondering, I did post on my Instagram. There is a new rating coming out. I'm putting some checks into it. It's gonna be a 5 kind of thing rating, except it's gonna be, if you guys watch shit, I forget the guy's name. But he's like, no alcohol required or anything like that. Jeremy Johns. I'm going to have like a system like that, but different. Like I know my worst ratings, like, go kill yourself. Like, something like that. But I'm not sure how that's going to play out right now, because I thought that was a little harsh. But yeah, I'm working on that rating, so I can be a little bit more original instead of being a 0 out of 10. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this. What are your thoughts on the movie? Thank you for the 60 subscribers, and it's my birthday, so yes. So, after I do the Warhead Challenge, there's not going to be any more challenges until June 1st, because I'm going to do it from June 1st to my birthday, which is May 24th. And so from now on, if I do hit 100 from now to December 31st, which I probably am, thank you guys, I'm going to have, it's not confirmed, but I am going to try to get every single person on my channel to hang out and be in one video. None of them know each other. My friend John Ross from Gumps Versus, the one who did Predator versus Batman, he doesn't know Sean, the one from Carnage versus Iron Man. And my friend Bryce from the Try Not to Laugh Challenge, he don't know them either. My brother, I did say my friend. My brother CJ knows them all, but doesn't really hang out with any of them except for John. So it's going to be pretty interesting to get these different characters into one room. I don't know how I'm going to do that. It's going to be interesting. So I want to hear your thoughts. Are you looking forward to this upcoming video to 100? If you are, get me to 100. Thank you guys so much. Best birthday present ever. Out of the movie already. Just made my experience that much better. Thank you and goodbye. Hello guys, this is gonna be my turn. Hello guys, this is gonna be my son of a bitch. Hello guys, this is gonna be my Tomorrowland movie review. It stars, god damn it. So that is impressive. And is this thing going down? Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and all that crap. Later and goodbye.